Kia ora and welcome to Beer Club. I'm Luke.
I'm Craig.
And today at Beer Jerk Beer Club, we are drinking Mr. Vodník. Well, cheers to that.
It's the best. Cheers, dude.
It is very, very good beer, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
So Craig is from Black Sands Brewing, as well as being from Beer Jerk. I'm also from Small Gods. So we got together to collaborate on this Polit Marvi.
Most people have not even heard of a Polit Marvi. It has some rich history that I think you've done a bit of research on, but it basically just means half dark or amber lager.
Yeah, it's one of those historic styles that I love, historic European regional styles that went extinct with the proliferation of pale malts and pilsners, basically. So yeah, this is a long time coming, this collaboration.
Yep, I think I was just talking to our brewer, Matt Holden, shout out, and this is the longest we've ever lagered and cold conditioned a beer before. Yeah.
And even before we got to that, we were talking about it for so long, and we were like going back and forth, and I blame Small Gods Matt and Black Sands Matt.
It's always the two Matts, you know, Handbrake Holden over here.
Just like there's a lot of like fanning around, and there was a lot of like, you know, Black Sands Matt wasn't sure about certain things. Like he doesn't want infections in his brewery, so a lot of the wild ideas we had, it was like, no, you can keep that out of there.
Yeah.
And then Small Gods Matt was like, he just wanted to like riff on things too much.
Yeah.
And he wanted to like, he had all these other ideas, and I was like, no, it's not an amber lager with X and Y. It's a Polit Marvi.
Yeah.
So eventually we came back to the core of what we wanted to do to brew a fantastic Polit Marvi.
Yeah, the two hometown heroes brought it back to reality.
That's why we didn't invite Matt and Matt to drink along with us, just so we can slag them off for a solid 10 minutes.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers to us being great. So it's a historic Czech amber lager, basically. And in order to find out more about the Polit Marvi, we sent you to Czech.
Yeah, you know, Small Gods really have that kind of budget to fly around for global research. So I did spend a bit of time in Prague, and luckily enough, I got in contact with a bunch of brewers, visited a bunch of breweries. I was even on the evening news. This is for real. Brewing with this guy. I mean, honestly, I forget the name of the breweries and everyone's names. Shout out Carol, though. He was great. And it turns out that basically no one in Czechia makes this beer anymore. It's almost completely extinct. We went and contacted every brewery and brewer that we knew, and there was one. There was one on the market. Yeah.
And could you tell me, was it a bottle shop you went to?
It was at a little bottle shop somewhere in sort of the north part of Prague, and even the guy was like, "I've never even heard of this. I didn't even know we had a can."
So I guess it's like a Czech brewer turning up in New Zealand and just like visiting loads of breweries and talking about spruce ale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which we should make actually, like a Captain Cook style spruce ale.
Could that be the next? Oh, well,
yeah.
keep that on the down low.
Camera. Well, it won't happen for another 2 years. So yeah, not a style that's popular because people are mainly into lagers, right?
Light lagers, pale lagers.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that's what that part of the world, you know, is known for making the best of, a Czech pale lager.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you get to Pilsen or anything, or?
I drank a bunch of Pilsner Urquell.
Yep.
I drank a bunch of local craft and also sort of that more light lager. But what I really loved was all the dark lager.
Yes.
I mean, most places you go to, there's two options. You can have the light lager or the dark lager, and that's it. And what I really loved, almost like a half dark, was, you know, they do the layering thing where they pour a Pilsner Urquell and then a dark on top. Demonic but delicious.
Yeah, so good. So as I was saying, I love styles like this because if it's a regional style and the style of an area or a style that's just associated with a place in history for centuries, it's because it's a really fucking drinkable beer. You don't have like super weird, unusual beers become the beer of a place. So for many, many years, this was the most popular beer in that area. Because it's really drinkable, you know, similar to the safe beer that we brewed before, and different sorts of styles like Irish dry stout or an English bitter. This is a very, very sessionable beer. It's got character to it. It's got layers, but it's got a dry finish. It's smashable. When I first tried the tank sample, I was surprised at how much character of like Biscoff, like
but
without
it's giving
the
off Biscoff hard. I mean, it's a very malt-driven lager, obviously in terms of flavor. You've got a balance of German Pilsner malt with some Munich, a bit more Munich. But what adds that layers of complexity, that caramel, that Biscoff, all of that is from Supernova, a bit of Carafa, and like 3 or 4 more other, roasted light crystal malt, Shepherd's Delight. I mean, Small Gods, Matt, made it clear that although it's going to be quite dry and drinkable, we need to create all of this perceived sweetness from a nice, complex and rich malt bill. So we bought a whole bunch of different malts, much to Matt's dismay. He was like, oh my God, this is so much. But he ended up loving brewing it. We love drinking it. I mean, I was here on the weekend with a bunch of my mates. Here a lot of weekends with my mates drinking this beer. It's delicious. It's probably one of my favorite beers that we have ever made. I probably said that on the last 3 times I've been on this, but no, for real, this is really good.
We get some great beers in. And I think that that's a key part of Small Gods Matt's approach to recipe construction, especially when it's lower alcohol beers, compared to the 12% that we brew, to have those layers of different kinds of specialty malts in there that each gives a little something and like a roundness to the beer that keeps it interesting as you're drinking glass after glass, but still makes it moreish, and you've got such clarity of flavour here. Maybe helps by the conditioning.
So at Black Sands, we don't filter or pasteurize, or we just use basic fining methods to clarify the beer because we don't want to strip any flavor out of that. And cold conditioning is a great way to improve, like you say, not just the visual clarity, but that crispness and that mouthfeel. And we actually used a lot more. We got SARS in, proper Czech SARS in, because obviously we're recreating a traditional Czech style beer. We had to use a bit more hops than we realized, because some people who are in touch with the hop game around the world know that recent climactic events and growing weather conditions in Europe mean that a lot of the alpha acids in hop varieties now are half what they were 2-3 years ago. So you need to bump up that material. Again, you're introducing more organic material into the liquid. So further lagering conditioning was really great to compensate for that extra organic, material and what flavors that can bring to pull that out.
And this, whenever we do lagers, that is always a key part of it, that extended lagering time, that conditioning time at that almost 0 degrees Celsius temperature. But this was lagered even longer than any of us had planned. It was built around...
It wasn't intentional. I went on holiday and then we got busy and then...
But it was happy that it happened, because that was part of it, that we wanted to make this. And for any brewery, it's expensive to hold up tank space because you want to turn your beers. And that's why, you see a lot of styles that are turned around pretty quickly because time, space is money. But so it was planned it to be a long time. So we built it around you going on holiday. Like, it can be 5 or 6 weeks in there, great. But then Craig got back and we're sort of like talking about things, and he's like, have you got the labels sorted or the artwork? I'm like, I thought you were coming up with a name. That's why we sent you to Prague. And you're like, no, I got
the great 4-month lagering. Right?
So it was it 10, 12 weeks?
It was something like that. Yeah. I mean, everyone was happy except for the Black Sands accountant. So
screw those guys.
Screw those guys.
So Mr. Vodník, sorry, you probably all know the story of the Vodník, so apologies if I'm telling you something that you all know about. It's boring old news. So in various places in Eastern Europe, but especially Czechia, they have Vodník, which are a type of a cryptid, a beast that lives in lakes and ponds, and has the when you see sculptures of them, there's a wonderful little statue in Prague. He's like this Vodník who's like coming out of a manhole, and they sort of look like a fat old man with the head of a frog. I mean, they look like my drawing of one here. Yeah. It's like a humanoid form, and they live under the water, and they entice people down, and children especially, and they keep you under the water, and they keep your soul in a porcelain cup, and they just collect them and enjoy having them. So it is tradition that if you're in that area and you're a fisherman fishing, you toss a little bit of tobacco into the water, and you say, "Here, Mr. Vodník, here is your gift. Now give me a fish," and that's how you.
And you'll have a good fishing trip.
And your
soul's intact. I mean, for those who are familiar with Old Greg from Mighty Boosh, or even that one, is it Harry Potter 4 or 5?
I don't know.
When Harry gets like pulled under the lake at Hogwarts by the like mer people. I mean, there's lots of pop culture references, but it all comes back to this Slavic mythology.
Yeah, and I think in folklore there just is something just really visceral and essential about just some scary bloke under the water. Some like
I'm Old Greg.
Some beast from the black gloaming of the mud and the
Black Lagoon.
Yeah, totally. So that's who Mr. Vodník is, and yeah, for this artwork, I pretty much always like to keep things simple, but I went with the woodcut style. I think maybe the favourite label that I've done is the Hexham House label. So that was a Roggen beer that we did a couple of years ago.
So it's not this one?
I mean, until this one, yeah.
Sure. There you go.
So that one, which was like a German scene of a witch's house in a forest, and also with with our table beer series. So they're always like super simple woodcuts of a raven or a bottle of potion. So yeah, I like this really minimal sort of approach to things, which I've really struggled with for a while, because in the group chat with Matt and Matt, I was talking about it and like putting ideas forward, and I just wasn't sure how to, because you need to, when you collaborate, you need to respect your collaborators. So obviously this is the Black Sands typography, but it's not the official logo. So yeah, Black Sands Matt, because I was like, we don't put any writing on the front of our cans or logos, and Black Sands Matt was like, well we do. Because on Black Sands cans, it's this that's like front and center here. So I tried doing a few mock-ups and things, trying to have it there, but I just couldn't. So I'm glad that you guys were happy to have your.
Me and Matt are flexible. It's the only Black Sands release that doesn't have the badge on it. I think so. Another reason why this is a really special beer, and you should get it and drink it because it's good.
And it's a very rare beer that you've got in front of you, because we put a load more in kegs than we usually do with Small Gods beers and collaborations. Normally way more into cans, because obviously we're sharing beers with you guys, send them all over the country. But yeah, the Small Gods tap room, I just knew that I wanted to drink a lot of this.
Yeah, I knew I wanted to drink a lot of this.
You're around here all the time. And it has really annoyed me when we've had things like Fafnir's Horde, like the hoppy wheat beer that we made, Throwing Hands that I mentioned before, our safe beer, that we've only had a handful of kegs, and actually they've gone within a month or so. So we've got a few more kegs of this, so this still is going to be around for another, I don't know, couple of months maybe, that we can be drinking it into the summer months.
And is it the first Black Sands Small Gods collab? Yeah, it is, right?
Like, it feels like surely we should have done...
The first official.
Yeah, we've worked together on chatting about recipes and ideas and stuff, but no, we've never collaborated before, so this is
there we go.
The first.
Making history.
Exactly, yeah. Despite us having known each other for many, many years.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. I think maybe me and Luke might have met almost 10 years ago. I don't know.
Probably was.
I think I applied for a job at Beer Jerk Bunker once.
Really?
Yeah, and Matt was like, "Oh, so do you have a duty manager's license?" Yeah. And 18-year-old me, I was like, "What's a duty manager?" So not a good start when you're trying to get a job at a bar, just for those...
Yeah. Oh, you missed out on a time. The Beer Jerk Bunker was a wild time. Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I've known each other for many, many years.
Yeah.
Back to when your dad was brewing with your predecessor Mark, and
shout out Mark Jacquemin.
Hey Mark, the Weasel Dog,
and Dad. Yeah, they're right there on that photo there.
Yeah, they're on the wall.
On the wall.
You
need to get Matt Holden up on that thing.
I need to fix my camera, because there's a lot of people that are not on that brewer's wall. But yeah, back then when you were just a teenager before you got involved, and yeah, now the baton has been passed on. Well, your old man is still involved.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's always on holiday.
He's in Bucharest. No, sorry, he's left Bucharest. He's in Turkey at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah,
Drinking lots of
yeah.
Efes, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just drinking beer around the world. So I mean,
That's the dream, to
I
just
know.
like be off traveling the world while your son is running the
working
brewery.
around. Yeah, well, he'll find something to complain about. Don't worry. Whether it's the price or the quality of the beer, there's always something to complain about.
Well, I hope you're having a awesome time, Ian. Over at
Cheers, Dad.
drinking some good beers. Absolute legend. All right, anything to add?
Shout out Matt Holden.
Yeah, and Matt Eats. Yeah,
And Matt Eats.
good
Shout
work,
out to
Matt
the
Eats.
Matts. We love them so much.
You'll love those guys anyway. Oh, and quickly, I will ask you, because people always ask if Black Sands has a tap room or if you can go and visit and
yes,
buy some
yes.
beers. So you want to quickly cover off where Black Sands is and what your setup is.
Black Sands is the greatest brewery in the world. It's based in Kelston, Waitakere, West Auckland. We do not have a tap room due to West Auckland licensing issues, but we work really closely with a lot of our suppliers and stockists, like Luke, like other people around Auckland, Wellington, Hamilton, and we try keep everyone stocked up as often as possible. If you want to come and check out the brewery, flip me a message on Instagram. And yeah, come check us out. We love what we do. We do it for the love of the beer. And yeah, look out for more releases from us soon.
Yeah, it's a quick tour of the brewery.
Yeah, it's a small place. It's a small place.
You're not going to Pilsner Arkel when you. When
No. But I will say, I'm really excited. Our next release coming out soon.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be our only canned IPA release for the rest of the year.
Okay.
And it's a little Steely Dan reference. And that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say for now.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. It's going to be good. Cheers,
Thank you,
Luke.
friend. Awesome to work with you. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. See you next time.